Hello guys, my name is Kiki and welcome to my channel. I've been a crafter for almost 30 years, yeah, that long. But if you want to learn how to decorate your home on a budget while having fun at it, subscribe, hit the like, and stay tuned.
DIY number 1, and we're gonna make a beautiful cake, and for that I'm using this bucket that I got from the Krizia brand modeling clay, that one. Now I'm using brown paint. You can use any brown paint you want, and what I'm doing is I'm just giving it a coat like this, then I let it dry. Now I'm gonna take this beautiful royal gold paint and I'm gonna give it a coat, a light one, like a dry brush kind of thing, that. Then we're gonna let it dry completely. And then this is what we have, and I'm gonna give it a clear coat of spray paint. Then I'm gonna take this Fast and Final spackling, and we're gonna start just applying that all around our bucket, just like this. And we're gonna just give it a good coat of that spackling, as you can see, because then we're gonna scrape most of that because we want a naked cake. Let me just completely cover this all around this cake or bucket, and then we're gonna start scraping it with the same popsicle stick. Here you can see this is what I'm doing, and I'm going little by little like this because I don't want that to come off completely. But I'm gonna go all around it with my popsicle stick just like this, cleaning a little bit of that frosting all around our cake. Then when we have all of that, as you can see, I'm gonna go and add in the middle a line all around it just like this, so I can make it a two-tiered cake. Something like that. Just let me add this and you will see that vision come to life a little bit later. Now that we've finished, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna frost the top of our cake, and for that I'm gonna add a lot of this spackling because we want this part to be covered completely. When I finish with that, I'm gonna let this dry just a little bit, like 1 hour, hour and a half. And then we can move on to decorate our cake. And for that, I'm using this 1M tip from Wilton and 1 piping bag with spackling. And what I'm doing is I'm just making those flowers on the top, or yeah, the top of our cake. And as you can see, I went all around it. Now I'm going to take these beads from Dollar Tree, and this is a base filler, and I'm going to empty that bag into a Ziploc bag, and I'm going to use blue and red paint to make a color like purple, but more blue. You will see that. It is a blue tint purple. Now, let me show you. Here you can see it, and what I'm doing is I'm just putting it all in a paper plate. Then I'm just gonna spread it around and let this dry completely. It took 24 hours. Now that it is dry, I'm gonna start adding that to the centers of my flowers that I made with the piping bag. And I'm just gonna go all around our cake, adding that to those flowers just like this. We finish with that. Then I'm gonna go in that line that we made in the middle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of those beads all around it, like this. Now I'm going to take this lemon thingy wedge and I'm going to cut it in 4 pieces. I thought I was going to use 2, but I decided to cut it in 4. Then I'm going to take another piping bag and I'm going to make this little flower, and then I'm going to add my lemon wedges. Let me just do that like this. Then I decided to add this one to the back, like that. And then we're going to start adding lemons, and those are 2 halves of lemon. And I'm going to add it over here with a little bit of hot glue. And after I do that, I'm going to continue putting some lemons to the bottom of my cake. You cannot see it here, and I'm so sorry about that, but you will see it a little bit later. Let me add those here, and those are in the bottom of the cake. Now I'm cutting another lemon so I can add a little bit more to the top like this. And I'm going to glue those as well with hot glue. And as you can see, I tried to add one there, and I decided to go with a whole lemon instead of a half of a lemon. But first, let me just glue this ones over here. Then I'm going to glue that one to the middle like this. And after I finish with that, I'm going to start with this rosemary that I got from Walmart. And I'm going to start adding it to the sides of the lemon pieces that I just added to the side of the cake. And I'm so sorry you cannot see it, but you will see what I did. Now I'm adding some of that to the top like this. And I'm going to glue that with my hot glue like this. Then we're going to add some baby's breath here and there, also to the side. And after I finish with the sides, I'm going to add some of that baby's breath to the top as well. Let me just decorate that. And now I took some of this lavender from Walmart. And as you can see, I'm adding it to the bottom. And here you can see the cake. Now, here it is. I'm so in love with this one. It just looks so deliciously beautiful. But I want to know what you think, so let me know in the comments below if you like this one, because I'm obsessed. I just love this blueberry and lemon theme. Let me know what you think, please.
If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I would love for you to subscribe and become part of our YouTube family. And if you're a returning subscriber, you know how much I love you. In the description box down below, you're gonna find the links to all of my social media, so you can go and check me out over there and we can be friends and have lots of fun.
DIY number 2, and for this one we're gonna make beautiful cookies or tarts. And I'm gonna use the same brown paint, and I'm gonna paint these donuts that I have. Those are made to make mini wreaths. You can find something similar at the Dollar Tree, I think. Now I'm gonna use the same royal gold, and I'm gonna give it a good dry brush all around them like that. And I went a little bit heavy-handed with this dry brush but then I just cleaned the excess with my finger, and I made it cute and perfect. Then I went back to the bottom part of that, painted the other one, and now we have them here. Now I'm going to take this piece of cardboard and I'm going to cut a circle for that bottom part of that donut or tart. Something like that. Let me just cut this one, then I'm gonna cut another one like this, using the other one as a reference. And as you can see, you always move the paper, you don't move your scissors. Now I'm gonna take one of this styrofoam balls and I'm gonna cut it in half like that. Then I'm gonna glue one of that halves in the center. But first, let me just glue this one here, and then I'm gonna glue that half foam ball. Then I'm gonna pipe some of that spackling over here like that. Then I'm gonna take some of our blueberries or fall blueberries that we made, and after I finish with that, we're gonna add a beautiful lemon and some rosemary. But I started with the rosemary because I want to see where I place it and if it looks cute. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one like this. Then I'm gonna take my lemon. Let me just cut this one. They are a little bit too long. And I'm going to take my lemons and I'm going to add my lemons over here. And with that, we have a beautiful cookie. But first, let me add some of that beautiful lavender to make it look like the cake. And it's so cute. Look at that. And here you can see them together, and they are so beautiful. As you can see, I added some of that baby's breath as well. And here it is. They are so beautiful. Let me know what you think.
If you want to buy me some crafting supplies, you will find this link in the description box down below. You don't have to do that. You can support your favorite creator by watching, sharing, and liking their videos. But if you want to buy me crafting supplies, this link, you will find it in the description box down below, and you will get a shout out in my channel.
DIY number 3, and for this one, we're gonna make beautiful lemon parfait, something like that. I cannot say that name. And for that, we're gonna use bright yellow from Apple Barrel, and I'm gonna paint my glasses that I got here on a local store, but you can use Dollar Tree glasses and it would look beautiful. As you can see, I'm painting all around, and I'm gonna give it 2 coats, but first let me just try this one. And now we can add our second coat like this. And after that, we're gonna let this dry completely so we can move on to our second step. The second step is just tracing a circle like this on some cardboard so I can have somewhere to put my topper. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna cut this circle, and I'm gonna cut another one because we have 2 glasses. Let me just cut it. As you can see, we're moving the paper, not the scissors. That's the best and fastest way to cut. And now I'm making my circle a little bit smaller like that. And after that, I'm going to add some of this spackling to the sides. And I'm not using paint because I love the texture that the spackling would give it. So I'm adding the spackling to make it look like we are adding some of that whipped cream to the sides. Now I'm going to cut another styrofoam ball. And I'm going to glue that ball to the center of the cardboard like that with a little bit of hot glue. Then I'm going to glue our cardboard to the top of our glass like that, or mug. And after I finish with that, I made 2 of those. Then I'm going to take this beautiful ribbon from Dollar Tree and I'm going to just wrap it around our glass like that. And then I'm going to make a bow, a small bow for this. Here you can see it, and I'm just making that cute bow. I'm going to cut the excess, tie it in the middle, make it cute and fluffy. Yeah, we have to fluff. I just love fluffing my bows. And now I'm just making sure that we have our bow and that it is fluffed and that it is perfect. Then I'm going to tie it again, cut the excess of that twine. Then I'm going to dovetail those tails or bow legs. And after we finish with that, we're ready to glue it to our glass. And for that, we add a little bit of hot glue. We glue it, and that's about it. After we finish with that, we're going to start piping some of that spackling to the top. And as you can see, it gets beautiful and rounded to the top. Then, after we finish with that, I decided to add a little bit more over here because it needed it. And now we're going to start just working around with it and adding our blueberries and our lemons and everything we need to decorate this. And as you can see, I started with my lemon. Now I'm just adding my blueberries. And after that, we're going to add a spoon. And for that, I painted some of these plastic spoons. And as you can see, I'm adding it to the side with a little bit of hot glue. We glue it over here. Now I'm going to add another one to the other one. And as you can see, I messed up a little bit with this one, but I just place it where it belongs and let it dry. And here you can see them together, and these ones are so cute and so easy. Just let me know what you think about these ones in the comments below. And here you can see all of them together once more, and this vignette is so beautiful. I just love lemons and blueberries. I cannot believe I've never tried this one. But here you have them. Let me know what you think about all of them in the comments below. And let me know if you want to see more faux bakes or fake bakes made with different fruits, because I just want to try something different for this season. So let me know in the comments below what you think about them.
And that's it for today. This is everything I have for you. Remember to share this video with a friend and also hit the thumbs up. Let me know if you like this one so I can keep them coming in the comments below. Take care, my beautiful friends. Bye-bye.